I'm Stuart, how are you?
I'm Philip. I'm
G'day,
very
Philip.
well, thank you, Stuart.
You own this aircraft?
Well, my bank does.
Your bank does, that's kind of the case, isn't it?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about it. Where are you from, first of all?
I'm from Brisbane. I keep the plane at a place called Camina,
Camina.
which is near Lake Wivenhoe, near Lake Atkinson, to the west of Brisbane.
Yes.
And I've had the plane maybe, thinking about 4 years now. And it's made by a company in Germany called FK Lightplanes, and this is a model called the Polaris, an FK14, FK14, registered with RAOs. And yeah, it's a nice little machine. It's a full glass cockpit, 2-axis autopilot, coupled to a GPS.
It's a bit luxury.
It is. It does 120 knots, yeah, and uses about 7 litres per 100 kilometres for its its fuel consumption.
So cruise speed is what?
Cruise speed is about 120 knots.
120 knots, and you're doing. Okay, so 240
it's about 14 and a half litres an hour.
Yeah,
so,
okay, if you put it that way, that's it.
Yeah, so it's a pretty
This is not something you see very often, is it?
As far as I know, there's only 2 of them in Australia, and this is the only one in the world with long-range tanks. We've got 94 litres on board, and that's enough to get us from Brisbane down to Canberra, non-stop.
This is a rare beast. If you're watching from the UK or America, you may not have seen one of these, but then again you might have. But this is one of only 2 in the world, as Philip just said, with long-range tanks, which will give you a range of...
well, from here to Canberra, from Brisbane to Canberra.
Endurance of?
About 6.5 hours.
6.5 hours, that's pretty cool. 2 up on board, like...
Yeah.
That's doing 120 knots.
Yep,
that's pretty good.
It is
good commuter.
It is. It's a good touring aeroplane. It's got all the numbers. It climbs pretty quickly to 2,000 feet a minute. It'll climb at all from a 100 horsepower Rotax 912. Yeah,
912 ULS engine. There you go. Not turbo, naturally aspirated.
No, naturally aspirated.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It must be very slippery.
It is very slippery, and it's a bit of a trick to land.
I was going to say, how's the landing go?
Because coming downwind, you've essentially got to do a glide approach, and so you throttle right back to idle, raise the nose above the horizon, and you have to keep it there. Because as soon as you drop the nose, you'll put on about 20 knots.
No flaps?
So it's got Fowler flaps.
Oh, okay.
Which
are the ones underneath the wing, which I can't see on top. That's why I didn't know.
So they come out from underneath the wings, much like a jet.
Yes.
And the manufacturers decided that anything that causes drag, they haven't put on it. So it's got Dynon flight instruments on the left and engine instruments on the right, but they are swappable because they're networked, and that's coupled to a Dynon autopilot, which is in the top right over there.
Oh yeah, all Dynon avionics.
Yeah,
It was fairly new when I got it.
And it's got a parachute as well.
It had a jerkin inside.
What's the all-up weight then and maximum takeoff weight?
Maximum takeoff weight is 544 kilos.
544 kilos maximum takeoff weight.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks very much.
And it's a Garmin 695 GPS.
All right, Phil. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it there. We haven't got much time to record.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming, and hopefully you have a good, safe trip back. It looks like lovely weather for your trip back today. It's
we're going to head out over Fraser Island.
Why wouldn't you? Hey?
Do a lap of Fraser Island, and then head back down the coast over the Sunshine Coast.
It's a good place to fly.
And then back to Camina that way.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
There's my left-handed shake. Left-handed shake.
Thank you.
Thanks, and we'll just watch the Yak 52 taking off, departing. I'm not sure. I think he's probably just going for a...
Bearer traffic, truck 6340, enters, lines up, rolls runway 12, bearer traffic.